The idea of going to a house with some people you just met might sound like it could be a pleasant getaway until one remembers these are people you just met. With the thriller Speak No Evil, director James Watkins successfully builds tension through this scenario as it's clear this British couple has problems and the film effectively reveals them through its careful pacing. Helping to add the needed suspense is the acting, particularly James McAvoy, who showcases the multiple sides of his character. Speak No Evil is able to make one invested in the main characters as they face this ordeal and try to get out. It will come as a little surprise that the couple our protagonists meet in Italy have a sinister side. After all, it would not be a particularly effective thriller if they turn out to be the most pleasant people ever. The film peels away at Patty and Kira as we see them get more and more unhinged, and they do become compelling to watch, especially Patty. McAvoy goes all in on the role, and he does bring something a little different compared to his other notable horror performances. He provides that feeling that he could be lurking around any corner and ready to do something truly bad. Meanwhile, the main couple becomes one you're anxiously waiting to just get out of there. Mackenzie Davis properly depicts Louise's growing nervousness around these two and her protectiveness over her daughter. Scoot McNairy also does well in showing her husband Ben trying hard to be polite despite how badly the situation starts to become. The movie gives them a few marital problems, but these feel largely unnecessary and take away from the real terror they're facing in that moment. Even though some revelations become clear long before we're meant to learn about them, Watkins still keeps things interesting throughout. What he does a particularly good job of doing is directing the suspenseful scenes. Some key moments do provide the needed concern that something bad will happen to the main characters, even scenes that don't have a drop of blood or a violent action in them. There's also a sense of frustration when it seems like they're home free, but a wrench is thrown in, but that's obviously intentional. The third act especially ratchets things up and becomes the highlight of the movie, as events escalate, and that's largely because one genuinely cares about this couple and their daughter at this point. Watkins also makes excellent use of the locations. Speak No Evil does the job of making you as creeped out as the main couple as we come to know these other people. There's a sense something bad is going to happen, and James Watkins does present that with the right level of intrigue and concern. The performances do bring believability even when James McAvoy is shouting. The movie also appears to be saying something about parenting and the different ways people think children should be raised. However, it primarily works as a thriller and one where you want so much for them, just get away from there at all costs.